age of great kings.
Welcome.
An age of awesome sorcery. An age of incredible creatures. An age of terrifying evil. Where one man sought the key to the ultimate power. He was the man they called Tyrell the Slave.
Dragarin, in order to defeat the dragon, you must become one. Assemble your best men. Save my daughter from her doom.
If he can capture the dagger of Actress, he will rule the world. But an evil sorcerer stands in his way, and to the victor, a beautiful princess. The greatest quest. The greatest adventure. The most legendary hero of them all. The man they call Tyrell the Slave. The slave who became a king. A Slave and a Sorcerer, starring Chris Black and Megan Tremethick.
And there we go. We have the beautiful princess with us tonight. Briony Monroe.
Hello.
Now, where are you today?
I am in Glasgow. I'm at home. You can probably see my grandpa's paintings in the background there.
Nice. But yes, welcome one and welcome all. We're here to discuss some of that film, which is a lot of fun. I watched it last week, which is why this is happening now. Was it as much fun making it as it was?
Oh, honestly, it was amazing. It was so different than anything I've done before in my career. It was crazy, but in the best way possible. It was insane, but I loved it. It was really, really good.
Excellent. Because yeah, it's a love letter to the 80s films of barbarians and Italian fantasy and everything.
Yeah, definitely. It pays such a great homage to those films, I feel.
Yeah. Have you seen many of them in your young years?
You know what? So when I was researching the role, I would watch different clips from different films of that genre. I don't like to get influenced too much by other people's performances, so I didn't want to become like a carbon copy. So I just wanted to watch some clips, get the vibe of it, get the feel of it, and then just make my own interpretation of the character and go from there.
Exactly. Well, why not, indeed? Is that your scream in it?
Yes, it is.
Nice. That's a good one.
Thanks.
Did it take many takes, or did it just the one?
Not that I remember, no.
You didn't sit in there horse.
I remember it happened really late at night.
Oh.
So I'd been on set for a long time, and I think I was just like, oh, I'm really tired, so I just want to get this done. So I just went feral, and then yeah, that was it. It happened.
Awesome. Got people saying good evening. Josh is here. Jeff is here. Baroy is here. Wilkie's here. I mean, Corey. Yes, looks fun, like something out of the 80s. Is exactly what it is, and that's what it was going for.
For sure.
Because it was, there's no outside shots in that one, is there? It's all interiors.
Yeah, it's all interior stuff. It was, I think, mostly done in the same studio space because they have their own studio in Fife. So that was really cool just to see what they had done with the set, and it looked incredible. I remember because you turn from this little corridor and it's all black, and you're like, what is going on? You turn this corner and you just see the set, and it's amazing. It's jaw-dropping. I was like, whoa, I can't believe I get to act in here. This is cool.
Yes, it is. It's looks great. So yeah, he did the Kickstarter for the film, so he's going to get the Blu-ray.
Hmm.
If you want a digital copy, you can get it in the link there. So yeah, while we're discussing this film, was it cold in that costume? You said it was on set, and they're normally cold. And
Do you know
not
what?
wearing-
Yeah, normally they are, but this one wasn't too bad. I remember they gave me my own robe to wear in between takes, like a little dressing gown. So
Okay.
that made it all right. But to be fair, even when I had to take it off, I wasn't like freezing. I was like, oh, this is okay.
Well, I guess yeah, being Scottish and from the north, it.
Scottish, yeah, exactly. And I also think the studio lights might have helped with that.
Oh
as
yes,
well.
of course. I forget about
Yeah, I think if I had to walk out of the set in that costume with no robe, probably a different story.
those. So yeah, how long were you tied up? Because it's a good part of the film where you're being harassed. But yeah.
So I'll let you into a secret.
Oh,
Don't
secrets.
tell Oh yeah, don't tell anyone this, okay? Because no one else is here, right? The ropes are actually retractable, so nothing was keeping me tied up. I just kept my arms up. So if I put my arms down, the ropes would have just collapsed anyway. So
Oh.
all upper body strength, none of which I have.
I don't know. Your guns there seem to be bigger than mine, so you're doing something. Well, yes, that gets me onto one of your hobbies. I see you spinning around in a silver circle the other day.
Yeah, I do some aerial work. So I've been doing aerial arts for over a year now. So I do a mix of hoop, trapeze, pole. I love it. It's so good. It's so much fun. Just spinning around. I'm like, wee. It's great fun. I love it.
Just like Kylie, spinning around.
Yeah.
It's definitely has the Frank Franzetta style of artwork, classic fantasy images. Yeah, if you could, where's the poster? That side of me.
Mhm.
It's a very classic style poster as well, as you
Mhm.
can see behind us as well. Yes, that accent is so cute. A Scottish person that doesn't need subtitles. There we go.
I know, I've been told I have like a posh Scots accent, so whatever that means, I don't know. I'll take it.
Well, yes, I didn't notice the accent in the film, so doing your telephone voice, were you?
Yeah, I was. Telephone voice.
Is it hard just to stay in a different accent all the time?
It depends what accent it is. So I've
Mm.
done auditions where I've had to, I don't know, I find London quite difficult to do. I find, yeah, kind of south of England is quite difficult. Essex, especially, is quite difficult. So it depends what accent it is, but I think general American is easy for me because I grew up on Disney and a lot of American
course.
kids' TV shows. So I think it's quite easy for me to go into that one. But when it comes to regional accents, I'm like, oh, that's quite hard.
Can you do Edinburgh?
Edinburgh, with a bit of practice, I think I could.
Yes, these regional accents do change, is what people
Oh,
don't
it's
understand,
terrible.
don't they? Because I accuse people of being Scousers, and they say, "No, I'm not. I'm not Scouse. I'm like 10 miles outside of Liverpool." So yeah.
Oh, I know that happened to me. I mean, I was a child. Keep this in mind. I was a child, and it was 4th of July on a cruise ship, and I noticed this woman. She was washing her hands in the bathroom, and I could hear her talking to someone, and I was like, "Oh, she's American." So I was like, "Happy 4th of July, Happy Independence Day." She's like, "I'm Canadian." I was like, "What?" Yeah, I offended someone that day.
Yes, I've offended a few Kiwis as well, calling them Australians as well. So just no coming back from that.
Those
one.
accents are very similar, to be fair.
So I'm guessing The Matriarch was an easy film to make because you don't say anything in that one.
Do you know, that was a running joke that it was really hard for me to learn my lines for that one. No, that was a really good one to do. It was my first ever feature film. So I was 19 when I filmed that, and it was great. I absolutely loved it. And do you know, it was cool doing something very refreshing, filming a horror in daylight. that's
Yes.
that's something that's quite difficult to pull off, I feel. And I feel he did really well with it. So that was a really good one to be part of.
Yeah, because I guess there is some acting there when you don't have to speak because you have to put it all in your face and movements and posture.
Yeah. I think knowing my character's backstory though throughout the whole film, I think that really helped with my movements and subtle facial expressions. I think not knowing my character's backstory, I think would have made it really, really difficult. I would have been like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what to do. I'm just standing. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, that was a fun film.
It was. It's interesting.
If you like your dark horrors,
Yeah, no, I
psychological more
do.
than anything, I'd say. There is some gruesomeness
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah, no, it was great, and I feel like they really executed well what they set out to do with that film, which is really cool considering the entire shoot I think lasted like 2 to 3 weeks or something. It really wasn't long. Time is money, as they say. So we just had to. I remember it was just really fast. Like we just had to rattle through it all. But I feel we did really, really well.
yeah, because was the interiors the same as place as the exteriors? So
Yeah,
all
it was
house
all
and
in the
land.
same. Yeah, all the same land. It was actually the producer's house that we used. Yes, and we were like, it's the perfect location as well. So
Yeah,
saves money hiring a place as well. So yeah, it all worked out.
well, yes, many producers I think do that, don't they?
Yeah,
But
especially in the indie film scene, you need to like save where you can.
yes, 'cause what's the old joke? They spend more on catering in the Hollywood films and most of the budgets of the low budget ones. And
Yeah, well, Scott
yeah,
Vickers, the director of Matriarch, actually said, to put it into perspective, Matriarch cost, I think he said about £50,000, which was how much one of Brie Larson's helmets cost. So, to put it, just one. So just to put that in perspective, we made an entire film on that budget. So it's really cool.
yeah, and there's probably a cost of CGIing a helmet on as well, which is supposed to save money.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. So yeah, one of your hobbies is you like to read a book, which is ahead of me then. So yeah, which ones? What genres you like? Rom-coms, young adult,
everything. Like I'm the same with all arts. When it comes to films, music, everything, I have such a wide, varied taste. So I love everything from horror to comedies. Honestly, everything. Like I will try reading anything. I think so. I bought Dune the other week. I've never even seen the film.
Okay.
I'm very picky. I'm very selective with sci-fi. So I bought the book because it was on sale. So I'm gonna start reading it and see if I can get into it or not.
Is it about yay big?
It is. It's huge.
So, that's just the first one.
That's just the first one. Then I saw the others and I was like, oh no, what have I done?
Yeah, I haven't seen the Lynch one properly, the film in the 80s, because it's 3 hours long. But then I've seen the 2 new ones, which are very good.
Yeah.
But I've never read the book. I couldn't even attempt it. Have you read any Irvin Welsh? Welsh?
I haven't, but I've heard his books are really good. I should probably.
They're written phonetically as well, aren't they, in the Scottish accent? So.
Interesting. I think I would find that quite difficult, to be fair.
I think so. I seem to remember I read it Trainspotting back in the day. I thought, how the hell am I supposed to read this?
Yeah, do you know what? Even my mom, I think it was with Trainspotting when she read it, she didn't know that likesay was a term that they used. So when she was reading it, she was like, what is this likesay all about? What does that mean? And then it's only until she heard it in conversation that it was like the likes of blah, 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 the likes of something. And she went, oh, that's what that means. Because it's so different when you read it and then when you hear it and you can make sense of it. So that would be a challenge for me, I think.
Yeah. Bedazzles here says hello. Colin Curry's here. Good evening. Oh, he read porno in English class in high school, and then he also did filth, which was turned into a film with McAvoy.
Yeah.
I think that was filmed on the streets of Edinburgh. Just trying to remember.
I haven't seen it for many years. I actually I was part of a Q&A with James McAvoy recently, and he was really good. Like it was, pretty insightful stuff, I must say.
Where
Yeah.
was that?
That was at Glasgow Film Theatre.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So it was really, really interesting. It lasted for an hour and it went past so quickly. I felt like I blinked and it was over. I was just so infatuated with everything he had to say. I was just like, oh, tell us more, James. Tell us more.
Well, maybe one day you're gonna part with him. Have you done theatre?
Funny story. You're talking to an actor that has stage fright. Would you believe it? As she lives and breathes. So I did theatre in college because I had to. If I wanted to get the qualification, I had to. And it's not that I hate theatre. I love going to see theatre. I love seeing other people do it. I just get way too nervous. Like I get major stage fright that lasts for weeks in the run up to a show. And it's it's horrendous. I don't know what it is. I think it's because there's no safety net. Like if you mess up, there's no cutting it out. Let's go again, and nobody knows about it, and I think that's the major element of it that terrifies me, but I really, really wish I could do it because I love seeing other people do it and I get really jealous. I'm like, oh.
Well, you are young enough, so.
I know. I hope I get over that mental hurdle one day where I can freely go on the stage and not care and be fine.
Some Scotch whiskey might help.
Scotch cards.
Not too much. Into the Richard Harris and Richard Burton School of Acting. We've got some more fans of yours here.
Oh, Menno. Hi, Menno.
I won't say the second word. And another one.
Oh.
See? It's just acting, dear. Acting.
Yeah, acting, dear.
Acting the part to get onto the stage. I saw Demons in the GFT. It was wonderful. Excellent. Right. So while we're talking about acting, let's talk about directors. So how many, is it 3 films with Laurie?
I think,
Oh, soon to be 4. Maybe we'll talk about that in a minute.
That is correct.
But yes, talking of hair director, here he is now.
That's him in a more serious mood as well.
It is. He is game for a laugh, as it is. But he's a lovely guy. I had him on 2 years ago now. We had him on for an interview talking about the Amicus for the Kickstarter campaign, and he's doing a lovely job with that building.
Definitely.
It's coming along lovely.
Yeah.
What's it? Ian says, I'm impressed by the ambitious scope of Slave and the Sorcerer, because Sword of the Sorcerer is obviously what we're romancing here. A dragon must have been hard to find on a budget. Yeah, there's 2 dragons, I think, isn't there? Yes.
Yeah.
They look pretty good.
Yeah, I think they look pretty good as well.
But I've got a small clip of Laurie, and you do make an appearance in it, in a little bit of action that fans of my child might recognize the banter. So let's have a look at that.
Come on, Orlo. You don't want to torture me. You want to fight me. To look into my eyes and see what's going on as you thrust your blade inside me. I'll kill you, Tyrell. That's what you want. Right, Arlo? Let's party. I can be you! I can be you, Tyrell!
I won't marry that man!
There we go. Now, you may be too young to know what that film is parodying.
Probably.
Have you ever seen Arnold Schwarzenegger in Commando?
I've heard of it. Is
Oh,
that?
you've heard of it.
Did I get brownie points for that?
You do get brownie points, but yeah, the fact it was made probably 15, 20 years before you were born. But yeah, there's a scene in that's basically the same.
Oh, okay. I love learning about my own films. This
Wow.
is great. I love
If I
it.
remember, I'll send you the clip later.
Every day's a skill day.
Is Laurie still a Kirkcaldy native? I'm very close by.
I think he is, yeah.
He's very close to the place. Yes. See, Byron noticed. But yes, that's what you get from the film. Is a love letter to the 80s, to be sure.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Big Trouble in Little China?
No.
It's all right. We do this. There's two wizards fight it out with laser beams. So yeah,
Okay.
It's a bit of similar to what happened in the Slave and the Sorcerer. So a lot of parodies in there.
I love that. Yeah, I mean, Sarah Daly is just a genius writer. Just everything that goes on in her brain and then just splashes out onto a page is just incredible. Genius. I love her.
Yeah. Are you doing any writing or just reading?
I used to write a lot when I was younger, songs and things like that.
Okay.
But I poetry every now and again I'll write. But yeah, mostly a reader now and flying about on a hoop.
That's fine. Leave that up to the other people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, that's another one I noticed. There is fans of Nightmare, which was a children's TV show on ITV in the 80s, where it was a green screen location. Some Spotty Herbert had a helmet on, so he couldn't see his surroundings. And then his three mates were in another room guiding around a CGI created fantasy world with dragons and monsters and stuff. And yet they always lost. So yeah. But yeah, there was definitely, I felt Nightmare as well when I was watching it. And he's definitely going to buy it now. It's Big Trouble in Little China stuff in it. Exactly. It's done definitely. If you're fans of those sort of things, it's very much up that alley.
Yeah.
But yeah, talking, was it Dragon Knight, was your second film, as we found out earlier. What type of director is Laurie? Because that was a completely different type of film.
Honestly, Laurie is amazing to have on set. Like he's brilliant. He's so relaxed. There's no air of superiority. Like he's very open to suggestions. Like I feel comfortable to suggest ideas. If we come across not a stumbling block, but if we're kind of like, oh, how could we try this a different way that we've not thought of yet? He's so receptive to other people's ideas and going, yeah, let's try that. And I really like that in a director, because a lot of them are very like, no, this is my way, and you all need to shut up. But he's not like that at all, and he just makes the environment really relaxed and fun. And I think when you're working really long days, I think that's super important as well, is to have that kind of social element to it.
Yeah, I guess with the independent or big budget, there's still pressure to get it done.
Yeah, 100%. Like I think probably even more pressure than really massive budget films, because you've got a massive time constraint on top of everything else that you need to do and you need to get done. So I think that in itself is it must be really stressful from from a producer and a director.
Oh yeah, he's producer, he's also writer, and everyone chips in. He's writer, director, and producer, and actor as well, as we actor, I'm gonna say. But yeah, he didn't pay you to say all that, did he?
Oh no, well, I mean, if you got £500 like payment, then
because rumors, well, at the end of it does mention there could be a sequel. So yeah,
I know nothing.
You'll be in it.
I know nothing about that.
Yeah. There's such a cutie, apparently.
Oh.
More people you paid off, I'm guessing. Or is it true? Well, the whole bag in tonight. Excellent. But all right, all things Scottish. I got 5 films here. So we know what you like with action films of the 80s, so we'll skip that. So we'll go with Scottish films. It's Scottish films. So obviously everyone's favourite, Braveheart, the favorite Australian playing a Scotsman and a French woman. I think she was playing a French woman, though, isn't she? Have you seen Braveheart, winner of Best
I'm
Picture?
the only Scottish person that has never seen Braveheart. True story. I don't know what it is. I've just never had an itch to watch it. It's not like I have anything against it. I've never sat down on like a Wednesday evening and gone, do you know what? I really feel like watching Braveheart right
Well,
now.
it's nearly 3 hours as well, so
Probably that as well.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's a big commitment.
That's all right. Australian portraying a Scotsman is not your thing. So
I've
what about an
seen-
Irishman portraying a Scotsman? Rob Roy with Liam Neeson.
I think I did watch that one many years ago. Many years ago.
Oh, it's both 15s, but yeah. I've not seen this one, actually.
No.
But yeah, Tim Roth's right getting it. But yeah. So you've got Jessica Lange, Rob Roy, McGregor, played by an Irishman. I don't know where that came from. So then you must have seen
Oh, of course.
and
Yeah.
Trainspotting too.
Trainspot, yes, I've seen both. What is your favorite one?
I actually like Trainspotting 2 more now since I've seen that.
Oh, interesting.
Well, actually, this poster was on every student's wall when I was growing up. And then I had the soundtrack. I've still got the soundtrack on CD. The Born Slippy's nonsense. But yeah. Yeah. I guess maybe I've just seen this one too much.
Too many times. I get that.
Yes, but it's what you see out your window right now if you'd open it, wouldn't you? If you open the curtains, just all that sort of stuff going on. Because that's what everyone thinks Scotland's like there. All right, then there's one Scotsman you've definitely seen is Sean Connery in You Only Live Twice.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah, I watched that many years ago.
There you go. Because, the only Bond, but films to Scots people. But so you must have known Sean Connery in the Scottish epic Highlander.
Again, I've heard of it. Definitely not seen it.
You got a Frenchman playing a Scotsman, then you got a Scotsman playing a Spanish Egyptian.
I've heard it's interesting. Yeah,
it's very interesting.
I think you've piqued my curiosity on it.
That one's definitely worth your hour and 112 minutes. Don't bother with the sequels. There can only be one, but it's the catchphrase. But then there's 5 sequels, 2 TV series, an animated series, and a reboot coming soon.
Okay, gosh.
But yeah, don't bother. But yes, Braveheart is okay, but not very accurate. Rob Roy is a better film. I have heard that accuracy side of it.
Yeah, I've heard that as well about Braveheart. I think that there were so many elements to it that I just was like, I'm not really bothered watching it.
Yeah, I don't think you're missing anything from a history lesson at all.
Probably will one day.
It looks good. It's a very epic scope. I think it was probably filmed in Ireland as well, so it doesn't count. But yes, are you a fan of the rock band Queen, the Mighty Queen?
Yes. Well, Marmite, Hit and Might. Hit and miss. So there are some songs I really, really like, and then others I'm not a huge fan of. But overall, I think they're actually.
I can't say I've heard them all. I know the 3 greatest hits albums because I got that, but yeah, they're back catalog. I wouldn't know. Yeah, see, Highlander is worth a watch. The Queen, everyone's the Queen soundtrack as well. There you go. It is. Oh yeah, I only watched Braveheart once, and it was one and done for me. I think I've only seen it once as well. I couldn't invest that much time. So there we go. Right. So yeah, for your Dragon Night. Where was that film? That was a lot of exteriors, out and about, and
so
buildings.
I was obviously only in like a couple of scenes. I
forgot.
I know one was a forest.
Yes.
In the middle of nowhere. And it was really pretty. I really liked filming there. Another one was in a cave that was done up like a tavern, and I think I think we shot that at if I remember rightly, it was well into 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like an evening nighttime shoot. for that. But that was really good. I liked that.
It did look authentic. To be fair.
Yeah, no, it was good. I loved the lighting in it. It was very, I don't know, it was very atmospheric.
It was, yeah. And Laurie giving himself a part front and center again.
Well, every director needs to make a cameo. It's just.
Well, yes, he is
how
a
it goes.
bit of a Hitchcock, isn't he? Because he even has a in one of the newer films. I think. Hang on, I've got a picture of him in one of his upcoming films, and I've lost it now. There it is. Right, there he is. Very serious face, very serious.
Yeah.
In a very old car. But yeah, that's coming up as part of the Black Chariot, isn't it? I believe that one is. Right. See, I always thought he'd be some sort of like a Kubrick director, where it'd be 100 take. Come on, do it better. This one, this one, this one.
No, not at all. He's very chilled, very relaxed, and I love that. Yeah, I really, really like that. To be honest, I haven't worked with many directors so far that are very like we need to get this done. It needs to be like serious, and no one
Yes.
laugh, no one smile, because this is serious. And thankfully I've never been in that environment, but I can imagine there would be plenty like that.
Yes,
out
I think they're probably less and less these days.
there. Mhm.
'Cause
And I
it's,
think as well, you get the best out of your casting crew. I think the more chilled out you're presenting yourself, even if you're not, even if you are internally panicking, as I'm sure we all are on set. But I think as long as you make everyone feel comfortable, then you're going to get the best result from people.
yeah, I don't know. Have you ever seen The Shining?
Yes, I love The Shining.
Have you seen the making of The Shining, where Kubrick's doing take after take with the same scene, and they went through like 50 doors of just him hammering it, and then,
Yeah, I've seen
or
that.
Shelley Duvall going through a right ringer of emotions.
Yeah, no, that looks like a really intense set to be a part of. But iconic.
Well, there you go. Yeah, we're still talking about it 40 years later. So yeah,
Precisely, and it is up there with one of my favorites of all time. I love it.
Oh, up there. Where?
Yeah, really up there.
With what
book-
though?
The book is. I mean, maybe I'm biased, but the book is better. That is better. Like, just in terms of the way it ends. It
Yes,
ends quite differently.
it is definitely. Have you seen this quasi sequel that links both Mr. Sleep, Doctor Sleep?
Yes. I actually really like Doctor Sleep because again, I'd read the book years prior to the film, and then I saw they were doing a film, and I was like, "Oh no, I'm nervous." But I saw it in the cinema, and I really liked it.
Yeah, there's that Mike Flanagan, isn't it? He's doing very well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But there's a 1997 TV movie or TV 3-part series of 2 hours each part, so 6 hours of The Shining made for TV. That's based on the book.
Yeah, that was Stephen King's own version. Again, I love it. And I know it seems a bit excessive, like 2 hours each part. It probably is. But it does delve more into Jack Torrance's background a little bit more. And I think better explains why he is the way he is. But from an actor's point of view, I love that. I'm sure the average Joe is like, oh no, it's really boring. But for me, I'm like, it's like peeling an onion, getting to all the layers. Like, oh.
Yeah. The one thing in the book that I never understand is how they got this hotel that heating has to be monitored every 24 hours, otherwise the place blows up. I know that's a design flaw straight away.
Yeah, precisely. I know. Shocking.
Relying on 1 or 2 people for the whole 6 months to do it. But yeah. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. It's hard doing acting at 3 a.m. as I struggle to function that early. Anyway. Yeah.
I'm a night owl, so it's great.
The days of me seeing 3 a.m. are long gone.
No, I'm a proper night owl. My brain is just like, it's a lot more active in the evening. I'm just like, that's when I want to do all my cleaning and rearrange everything. And then
I thought you said clubbing.
No. Oh no, that's a young person's game. I'm old and decrepit.
Rather be cleaning my oven than dancing. Oh, hang on. Yes. Have you read any Tolkien? I guess yes. The ultimate fantasy novel.
So
Novels.
my best friend is a huge Tolkien fan, and she keeps getting me to try and read because I love the films of Lord of the Rings. I love them. I grew up with them. I watched them at my grandparents' house all the time, just on repeat. Loved the films. But I haven't actually read the books, which is very embarrassing on my part.
I've heard they're a hard one to read as well because
Yeah, so I actually tried to give The Hobbit a go years ago, and I started reading it after the first Hobbit film came out.
Okay.
And when I was reading it, it was like this party scene, and it was going on for like pages and pages and pages. And I was just like, and then I think in the film it lasted like 15 to 20 minutes, but in the book it seems so much more than that as well. And I was just like,
Yes.
oh, I'm struggling to read it. But then maybe I should just go straight into Lord of the Rings and just skip The Hobbit. Just go to Lord of the Rings
That's why they
instead.
make films, so you don't have to read the books.
I know.
Was it 12 hours? Yeah, the extended versions of the Lord of the Rings is like the whole 3 of them, it's like 12
Yeah.
hours, which
Brutal.
a lot less songs in them though than the books. Any film you would like to be a part of? And I think
In terms of like
any
it's
film,
already
I guess,
out
yeah.
there.
And then a book, yeah, I think that's out there, that you heard of, and in the
Um,
past maybe.
that is a good question.
You can
Because
swim
there's
that way.
loads that I want to be part of. Like, there's loads of films where I'm like, oh, I wish I was in that. Oh, that looks really fun. But there was a book I read last year. I was an absolute wreck by the ending. I was crying for like 2 hours after. It was embarrassing. And it's called The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I love it. It's so good. And it's about this Hollywood actress called Evelyn Hugo in the 60s. So she's meant to be like a Marilyn Monroe type character.
Okay.
And throughout her life, she got married 7 times to 7 different men. And it basically goes through her whole journey with her career and those marriages and why they broke down and all that kind of stuff. And the whole premise of the book is she's doing an interview about her whole life with a specific journalist that she's requested, but you don't know why she's requested this specific journalist until the end, and it all kind of comes out. But and I know they're doing either a film or a TV adaptation of it. And I'm just like, I would love to be involved in that. It sounds so good.
Well, we'll see.
I know.
Can you sing?
I can hold a tune. That's probably different from singing.
Well, yes, I was looking at you earlier. I thought, yeah, you would have been a better Snow White.
Oh, really? I'll take that.
I think, well, you've got the right color hair and complexion, you see.
Oh, okay. Pale face. Great.
Yeah, it does help. But yeah, I'm gonna say Snow White and the 7 wee fellas, isn't it? So yeah, you can't call them dwarfs anymore. So yeah, it would work.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
But yeah, have you done any CGI work? I can't remember if you were involved with the dragons in the film, or imagining they're there.
Yeah, not as of yet. Not with the dragons, but with the kind of zappy light stuff.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, like that. And that was actually not as difficult as I thought it would be to try and imagine that. I don't know. I was really nervous because I'd never done anything like that prior to the film, but so I was kind of going into it like, oh, what if I mess this up so badly and we need to do 20 takes because I'm not doing it right because nothing's there.
Yeah,
you know?
you're going,
Yeah.
That's stupid. I look stupid.
Yeah. But Laurie's really good at like making sure it looks good and that I know what I'm doing and where I'm supposed to be turning and looking, because like I would have no clue if they were just to go action and I'm left to my own devices. I'd just be like,
yeah, because it's like all these sets now are just green, and then there's like things placed in you can stand on and move to, and then just there's gonna be a dinosaur over there. The volcano's going off over that way, and then you're just in a room with nothing happening.
Yeah, no,
Use your imagination.
it's brilliant though. It's really good.
Yeah, and this tennis ball on a stick is your little friend that you have to rescue. What's this? When I was a kid, my mum wouldn't let me watch The Sword and the Sorcerer as she taped it off the TV, and I said it was too gory for me. I never got to watch it. I hope I'm old enough to watch this one. I didn't see the rating, but yeah, there is some goriness because I played the trailer at the beginning, and we'll play it as the outro as well. So you'll get to see they did put the gore in some of the gore.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that Laurie loses face in the making of this one, but yes, Mike's happy that I know somebody would love the 1997's TV series of The Shining.
Yeah, epic, so good.
Yeah. Stephen King peaked with Maximum Overdrive. Everyone knows that one. Do you know Maximum Overdrive?
I don't.
It's the only film Stephen King directed. It's I think it's 1980 mid-80s horror. And it's at the time when he wrote it and all that. So he was so coked up out of his mind, he doesn't even remember making it or anything to do with it. So that's how you make a film, 80s style.
That sounds first 80s, yeah. Into the early 90s, potentially. Yeah.
Oh, more fan club. Briony is an amazing actress. I absolutely love all of her work.
Yeah.
Well, indeed.
Wow.
She only just started as well.
Yeah.
Because school. What did you get the bug in school, or was it after school for acting?
It was in school technically, but I was really young. I was about 8 years old, and I know this sounds ridiculous because it's not classed as like a classic film for budding actors. But I was 8 years old and I was on holiday in Turkey, and Titanic was on. They were playing Titanic, and I remember that was the first time that I'd ever watched the film and gone, I wonder what it's like to be part of that. Like, I wonder what it's like to show up and have a camera on you and pretend it's not there. Like, how does that work? And then I was questioning, like, do the actors make it up, or is there someone that tells them what to do? And then that's when I got really inquisitive. So I was about 8 when I really started thinking about it. And then I joined a youth drama club in school about that age as well, because I was super quiet as a kid. I was really, really introverted, and not that I didn't have any friends, I just didn't really speak to them. So I had friends, but I was just like very quiet. And I feel like the youth drama really brought me out my shell as well and made me a bit more confident.
Nice. Yeah, because Cameron's not known for being a nice director either, though, so you have to watch out for that.
I'll take a mental note of that one. If he comes knocking, I'll be like, no.
Yeah, here's the script for Avatar 5. We want you to play Smurf. But yeah, because if you ask anyone that made The Abyss, if they'll talk about it. But yeah, he did make T2 and Aliens and The Terminator, so he's allowed some of it.
Oh yeah, I think he's done okay for himself, I think.
He done all right, yeah. But he went the last, was it 2008? Avatar 1 came out, so he's been, and then he was working for about 5 years before that on it, so it's been like 20 years making 2 films so far.
That is dedication. I'll give him that.
All right, so Ian's gonna ask his mum if he can watch it, and then he'll buy it. So the link is just there again if anyone wants to check out The Slave and the Sorcerer. Because that poster is exactly the same under the font of all those 80s classics. Yeah, definitely. And it even follows the 80s rules of some nudity in the film, which certainly shocked me. I wasn't expecting it due to modern films not really doing that, but yeah. Yeah. Rob's here. Hello. Good evening, Rob. Josh is gonna check it out after the interview. That's very kind of you. Save for the chat and then go watch it. So yes, so you went to Kelvin College in Glasgow and the UK Theatre School. So did you have to do a piece to get into those, or is it just they let anyone in?
So for UK Theatre School, I trained there from 14 to 18, and that was an audition process. It was like an
Okay.
open day kind of thing. So I just
Okay.
showed up. They put you in groups and pick from there. It's really intimidating when you think about it for a child. I realize as I'm saying this, I'm like, oh, that's normal. And then I'm like, wait, no, actually, that's really terrifying.
Yes.
But yeah, I did really like theatre school. I think it taught me very quickly that I did not want to do theatre in stage
Yes.
work, because I had singing classes, dance classes. I have 2 left feet. I can't dance.
Mm.
So, and it was a mix of tap, jazz, modern, like everything. It was so overwhelming. I was like, oh, this is not for me. But again, it really helped with my confidence, and I got my Lambda exams from that as well. So yeah, it definitely helped for sure. And then Kelvin College, yeah, just I think had to do 2 contrasting audition pieces for that course. And I think they told me on that day they had 2 spaces left because I applied quite late. And I got one of them. So I was like,
Oh, you
yeah,
must be doing something right then.
yeah, I know. I was like, it must be okay then.
I'm worth it. But yes, well, it must be working because yes, you've won awards already.
Yeah,
Best
yeah,
actress,
yeah.
and yeah, that's Barcelona. Did you actually have to go to Barcelona, or is it you couldn't
No,
make it? Yeah,
sadly not. I
yeah.
know, I know. I was like, "Are you sure you don't want me to come? Are you sure you don't want me to have a little sangria while I'm there?"
Oh
No,
yes.
no. I know, I know. Gutted, gutted. Would have loved that.
Yeah.
But no,
Well, I
it's
guess. Well, when I told Megan when she's at the Oscars, she has to shout my name out to give me a promotion.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, precisely. Just yeah. Sorry, it's passage at this point.
Bless you. Don't mind the mum and the dad or a family. Just mention me. But let's see. Oh, Freddie's here. He's a big fan of yours as well.
No.
Yeah, more fans of you than me here. And he loved the Sword of the Sorcerer. See, I'm not the only one. I am doing a review of it this weekend. I will get round to it.
Oh, cool. I look forward to seeing that.
Well, I might slate you now, so it's all good except for. But yes, as you can tell, there's a Canadian in the chat, and he wants to know if you enjoy the TV series Still Game.
Again, I'm going to be controversial here. I prefer Chewing the Fat. Chewing the Fat it's by the same guys that do Still Game. I like some episodes of Still Game, but Chewing the Fat, that stupid out there humor is more up my street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen Chewing the Fat more than I don't think I've seen a full episode of Still Game, and it's been going like 30 years now. They're old enough to play the parts without makeup.
I watched the stage shows when they came to the Hydro. And it was I would say it was better than the TV series. I thought the shows were better. Quite liked them.
Ever heard of the TV show Bottom from the 90s?
Yes. Rick Mail. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. I liked a few.
That's my level.
I see that. I get that.
I'll say that's a compliment, I think. Technical question. Who are your influences from Marky Mark? Acting. I'm sure you're a method actor, aren't you?
Don't offend me.
Old school Pacino or a Sean Penn. So who did you? I don't. How do you gauge an acting influence?
I love Leonardo DiCaprio. As in, like,
he is good.
He's incredible. He's able to say so much without barely saying a word in a lot of shots. And I think for an actor to do that is so powerful. And I really, really do respect him a lot for that. And I have seen every DiCaprio film and studied them intensely. Like, he's pretty much been my tutor in acting at this rate. Like even his earlier films, pre-Titanic.
I was to say, you enjoy Critters 3, do you? You're all going to start somewhere.
It was a time. we can gloss over that one.
Well, yeah, I think went straight from Critters 3 for What's Eating Gilbert Grape, didn't he? Which is a lot
Yeah,
of
I mean,
performance.
Gilbert Grape, I cry every single time. Like, I can't cope with that film. It's great. Basketball Diaries. Yeah, there's so many that he's just amazing in, and he was also really young as well. So to be able to hold that much power on a screen is just something I'm extremely envious of.
Yes, he's just gone from strength to strength. Oh, yes, the Man in Iron Mask, of course. Yes, that's a good fun one. There's 2 parts in that one.
Yeah,
the good one
I
and the bad
know.
one, and it's
Brilliant.
completely convincing. Not just a different haircut. Although, as girlfriend material, I think you're too old for him now.
I know. I should have got in there like 7 years ago. I look really young, so I could
Yes, you
just
could play younger.
just pretend.
Yeah, it's
He's
all
not
acting.
gonna know.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if he checks passports or something with his romantic women. Yeah. Oh, what are your plans or dreams for the next few years? Finish that drink might be one of them. That's a massive one.
I know. There's ice in it as well.
That's like American size. Small.
For the next few years, honestly, just to do projects that I'm really, really passionate about and play characters that I can really sink my teeth into. I love characters with great backstories, especially from childhood, that builds them up to who they are. So I really want to play a character that's super complex, and maybe even a little bit controversial, potentially. I know. Don't know if that's too risky though.
Well, yes, I think different time now, because it was in the old days you'd have to do Basic Instinct for that sort of thing, but then today you can just play something else. Against type. Yeah. Like a G.I. Jane or something like that.
Yeah.
Stacey's here. What are your favorite romantic comedies, if you like that sort of thing?
I love rom-coms. Can you not tell? I love
the Hallmark Channel on all day, is it?
I watched one recently with Jennifer Lawrence in it called No Hard Feelings, and that was really good.
Yes.
I love.
She went out all there in there. That one.
Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. She was. she went all
fearless for that scene.
Yeah, the classics like Clueless, Mean Girls, like oh yeah, I love them. But I know it's not a rom-com. Does it count as a rom-com? Airplane, you know, the really stupid, like ridiculous humor.
Ridiculous, yeah. I guess it's a comedy and there is a romance between them. At the
end there's that
storyline.
Yeah, but I love Airplane. It's one of my comfort films. I love it.
It is great. Crazy ridiculous. Oh, there you go. What's a favorite scene you have filmed or been in or filmed?
That's probably. So Laurie didn't actually pay me for this section. I did ask him to, and I know. So this is why I'm not gonna. I know. So no disrespect to Hex, but I think one of my favorite scenes was working with Kate Dickie, because she's incredible, and I just remember being beside her the whole time, just being like, oh, I can't believe I get to act with you. This is amazing. And I think just for that reason alone was my favorite, because she was incredible.
Oh, people are just shouting rom-coms. What about When Harry Met Sally and One Fine Day? That's all good ones.
Yeah.
Is this movie bringing you to popular conventions or podcasts?
It's not yet, apart from obviously this interview, but like no, actually, for conventions, no, not yet.
It's not out officially yet, really, is it?
Yeah, it still needs to kind of build up, I think.
If there's a fan base behind it, if people get behind the film, which is available here, and then yes, I think
I would certainly love to be part of stuff like that. I think that'd be really fun.
I'd love to see you in a John le Carre spy film.
How does that look?
I can't remember his. Do they have any guns in his? Bit more, less action in those ones. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy or whatever it is, isn't it? That's a good TV show and a movie. That one they did very well with that one. But yes, yes, as Bond type instead of Bond girl. I did say that we need a new action hero. That's not.
Yeah, I will be Jane Bond.
There you go. Oh, well, that might get that. No, you just upset everyone now.
Oh.
If you can see someone like James Bond, in. If you say I'm going to be the new James Bond as a woman, then you're there's a line. Hang on. Yeah, follow-up question from the movie club. Do you feel the pressure to navigate social media popularity to receive more roles or film opportunities?
Yeah, do you know what? That's a really interesting question, because it is true that castings do take that into account, like social media following, which, you know, back in the 80s, like you didn't you didn't have to think about that, you know. It was just, is this person talented? Do we want them for the role? Yes, great, okay, done. But now it is very much like, okay, what's their following like on socials? And sometimes that can actually be the deciding factor. You know, if they audition, let's say they're stuck between two people, and one person they really, really like that fits the role, they might only have 200 followers on Instagram, and there might be another one that they think's kind of average, is okay, but they have like 350,000 followers. That's kind of the tipping point for a lot of them, which I personally don't fully agree with. I feel like it's just whoever is right for the role should get it, but then I also understand they want to push the film out there and get it on a platform and all the rest of it. So,
yes, it's a tricky one. This.
Yeah.
And then it's you can it's going to be a whole career like Zegler with one post.
Yeah, that was a bit of a situation.
But there's an opportunity there for a young actress to get in there.
Yeah. Not that I'm counting my days or anything.
Yes, well, random one, but do you like roller coasters?
I love roller coasters. I love theme parks. I'm a huge
We're sadly lacking in the UK with good ones, but
yeah, but they have just announced Universal in Bedford that's opening in 2030, 2031.
It's at least a good 5 or 6 years away before.
I know, and all the worlds in the park are rumored, and I saw one of the rumors was actually a Lord of the Rings themed one, and I would go feral if that was the case. I would love that. I was like, can you imagine a roller coaster called like Escape from Mordor or something? Like that would be epic. That'd be so cool.
The weather always stops them. They can't build them too high here, or
I know that's because I have been to Universal in Florida a couple of times now, and I love it. I am in heaven. I love roller coasters.
Okay, yes, there we go. Yes, Mr. Gen Z, he loves Airplane as well. One of the funniest movies ever. Unfortunately, there's no sign of a remake. Oh, that's controversial because we're getting a remake of Naked Gun from the same. Well, that was the original was made by the same people as Airplane. But yeah. Can you do a Ukrainian accent?
I don't know.
Have you got that lined up? I wouldn't know where to start with that one.
No idea.
I love both shows, Still Game and Chewing the Fat. There we go.
Good.
Let's have a look. Right, there we go. He says, thank you for that. Right, we're coming up on the hour, so we'll let you go in a minute.
No problem.
So, what's coming up soon? I see Realm of Darkness was mentioned on IMDb, but that's not to be trusted, as I found out many times.
Yeah, so I read an early draft of the script for that a while ago. So as far as I know, that's still in the very early stages of production, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how much of it I can say and what I can't
Sure.
say. But I did read the script and I did actually really like it, to be fair. So
Well, that's a
yeah.
good start.
Exactly.
If you like the script, you know what you're doing.
Yeah, that is always a good start.
Because we've got forgot to mention about the Defender when you mentioned about parts with the past. That one's got one. I don't know if we can go. The Defender for your
Oh,
part
the
in Defender.
Defender, yeah.
She's got a past and a half.
Yeah, that was a really good one to be part of as well. Again, a really good, solid character and a really good backstory actually to work off of that one. Yeah, that was a great one. Again, that was another one I enjoyed.
And I did forget to mention your Best Actress award for Jessie in Killing Me Softly with Her Love, which sounds like I don't want to watch it without. It sounds a bit sad.
It is very sad.
Very sad.
Yeah.
Description.
Well, that was the one that I worked with Kate Dickie on. And she's incredible. Oh, I love that woman so much, honestly. If you ever get to interview her, you're in for a treat.
Right. Okay. I'll say, do you remember Briony Monroe? She said, yeah, she's trying to steal my thunder in every scene she was in.
Probably.
We'll take one more random question. What's your favorite James Bond actor?
This is.
How many you got for this? Was it 5 or 6 now to choose from? So you got the Scottish one, the British, Australian one, the British one, the Welsh one, the Irish one, and then the English one.
I do love Daniel Craig. I'm sorry. I know that's probably going to upset a lot of hardcore Bond fans, but Daniel Craig.
Well, it's usually the one you grew up with, so we'll let you off because mine's watch them all because I'm from that era. So yeah, oh, that's a good one. Iron Brew, is it delicious or despicable?
If there's no other option, I'll drink it. Right? Like if the person was like, even my tap's broken, you can't.
I was gonna say if it's coming through the taps.
There's nothing. It has to be Iron Brew. I'd be like, right, okay, I'll take it. But again, I wouldn't go to a shop and be like, I feel like some Iron Brew.
Oh dear. That's the whole country now.
I'm more of a Dr. Pepper girly.
I'm a pepper, she's a pepper, would you like to be a pepper too? Right, let's wrap this up. So, thank you, Briony, for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
Meet the person that's in this poster and the picture where I'm covering your head. Picture, it can't be helped. But yeah, so everyone check out all her work, and especially this new one that's on Patreon from. I can never work it out. Is it Hex Studios? Is it Horror Studios? Or is it British Horror Studios? Or Amicus?
It's all of them.
It is all of them. No. It's just one building with 3 doors, isn't it? So yeah, thank you. And congrats from Josh and Jack. Thank you. Very insightful. Yes. Well, this is just the beginning, isn't it? So there we go. Catch it on the way up. Yeah. And then she can be nice on the way down.
Yes.
So yeah. Thank you. Good night. So everyone's saying thank you. Best of luck in the future.
Thank you.
Lovely lady. It's not me. Yes. Lovely. Glad to hear about your work and journey. Best wishes from everyone.
Thank you.
Say hi to the family from Menno.
I will. Bye.
Right, I'm going to play out with the trailer again, just so people can see it right after this. Let's have a look. So yes, stay with us. I'll add you back on once we're not live. And then we'll say good night. Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Journey to an age of great kings. Welcome. An age of awesome sorcery. An age of incredible creatures. An age of terrifying evil. Where one man sought the key to the ultimate power. He was the man they called Tyrell the Slave.
Dragarin, in order to defeat the dragon, you must become one.
Assemble your best men. Save my daughter from her doom.
If he can capture the dagger of Icarus, he will rule the world. But an evil sorcerer stands in his way, and to the victor, a beautiful princess. The greatest quest, the greatest adventure, the most legendary hero of them all, the man they call Tyrell the Slave who became a king. A Slave and a Sorcerer, starring Chris Black and Megan Tremethick.